Delhi residents continuing to grapple with alarming levels of pollution, and as you yourself have been hearing the voices, the various political voices, each blaming the other. And while the political slugfest is on, just take a look at the situation. We are going to just put out the pollution levels at different locations in the national capital. So while each is saying that, well, we have done enough, we have done all that we could, that person is not doing, and this blame game that has been going on, take a look at the pollution levels at Rohini. It's at severe. I mean, I'm just wondering that what about these figures, these stats, the data, and why the politicians not taking cognizance of all of this information that's in public domain? Everybody has these air apps to monitor the pollution levels. You have at Jahangirpuri 454. Again, at severe. Supreme Court has already said that the situation is critical, it's awful, it's pitiable, and yet you're just hearing voices that are blaming each other, the internal bickering, the usual political egos clashing with each other. It's 443 at Munka, which is also severe. These are, and what's worse is that the situation is likely to worsen. In fact, Diwali is just around the corner. There's already no blanket ban. There is no regulation at the shops as to who really is selling green crackers, an advisory that was given by the Supreme Court. At Anand Vihar, it was at 441. Punjabi Bagh is at 436, which is severe. All of the levels are way beyond the permissible limits. Wazirpur, it's at 434, which is again severe. This is the air we are breathing. This is the air our young children are breathing as well. This is the air which is so toxic and so harmful, and yet, and this is not something that is happening only this year or has been witnessed this year. It's an aberration that this year, we've been seeing it for the last few years, and still there are no long-term sustainable strategies that have been put in place to curb this alarming level of pollution. Sonia Vihar, it's at 427 severe. Everything is beyond the permissible limits. Now, there is virtually an air emergency, as you can clearly see, as pollution levels have only risen to alarming levels. Citizens are grasping for fresh air and have now been advised by all of the doctors to stay indoors and take precaution, wear those masks. Authorities attribute the deteriorating air quality to the stubble burning in Punjab and Haryana. Those governments say that they're doing their best to control stubble burning, but there has been several incidents where farmers are burning the stubble of the wheat crop. Experts say that the air quality index is likely to deteriorate in the next few days. Let's take a look at this detailed report.
Delhi is on the brink of yet another air emergency. The city and the suburbs are clouded by the haze. Visibility is poor and pollution levels have reached alarming levels. This is a volleyball team visiting Delhi for a tournament. Every member says they are finding it next to impossible to step outdoors.
It makes everybody hard to breathe, especially this guy. He has asthma, so he's going to be dying in a few minutes if he takes off his masks. So, you know, it's kind of problematic for everybody in this area of the city, so yeah.
It's problematic because we came here on a school trip for volleyball, and so playing sports and having to be in this weather, we have the risk of getting sick.
The air quality index hit 367 on Monday, putting Delhi in the very poor category and among the worst polluted cities of the country. Authorities attribute the deteriorating air quality to stubble burning in neighbouring states of Punjab and Haryana and construction activities. The worst is yet to come. A photo released by NASA shows widespread stubble burning. Experts say the air quality index is likely to deteriorate in the coming days and have advised citizens to stay indoors. The Aam Aadmi Party government has claimed it has taken measures to fight pollution, while the Narendra Modi government has chosen to pass the buck.
ये जो बर्निंग ऑफ गार्बेज को लेके, बर्निंग ऑफ लीव्स को लेके, डस्ट कंट्रोल करने को लेकर मैं खुद फील्ड में हूँ. इस वक्त मैं खुद फील्ड में हूँ, मैं खुद निगरानी कर रहा हूँ सब जगह की. अगर कहीं वायोलेशन होता मिल रहा है तो उसको तुरंत हम लोग एक्शन कर रहे हैं उसके ऊपर.
मुझे केवल इतना ही कहना है अरविंद केजरीवाल जी से कि दिल्ली के लोगों को स्वच्छ हवा प्रदान करना ये उनकी नैतिक जिम्मेदारी भी है, टेक्निकल जिम्मेदारी भी है और सरकार के मुखिया होने के नाते सबसे ज्यादा उनकी जवाबदेही है।
Year after year, the national capital and other cities in North India grapple with pollution. But as always, this year too, the government has woken up only after pollution levels spiked. Coordinated action by all states is the need of the hour. Bureau Report, India Today.